Everything is good now. My life is pretty much how I pictured it to be. But it doesn't mean that I take it for granted, become lazy or become a different person. Not at all. I know the other side, and I know that I never ever want to go back there. That's why I always work hard and want to improve every day. I want to be the best every game again. And if I'm not, I'm disappointed on myself. So I always strive for the best, and the best is never good enough. And that's a mindset I have and I had, and that will never change. I know I'm not the most successful and talented football player out there, and I know that I'm not the best football player you have seen, but I know that I'm the hardest worker in the room, and I know that I will be the best football player in my position you have seen. That's my job, that's my goal, that's my mission. That's why I train for every day, and I don't rest until I get there where I want to be. And for now, that's to become the most and best defensive midfielder in Asian football. People thought or told me that I'm arrogant or thought that I was better than I am. And I just love what I do, and I worked the hardest I could, and I mean that gains self-confidence. If I don't believe in coming somewhere myself, how am I ever gonna go there, and how am I ever gonna achieve my own goals? And the thing is, I know I'm prepared mentally and physically, and I always knew that I would become a professional football player. That's not an arrogant mission. That was just something that I really wanted as a kid. And that picture in my head was so clear that nobody could tell me differently. Even people ask, what if you not become a professional football player? Or what if it's not going to work out? I always told them, no, that's the only thing I want to achieve, and I will achieve it. And people said, that this guy is crazy, or you need to have an option B. I mean, for me in my head there was no option B, there was only an option A, and I think that's the main reason why I am where I am today, because I always had that picture clear in my head. And I mean, a lot of people told me differently, and a lot of them did, and they often said, Mark, do normal, or don't do that, or you will never achieve this, are you crazy, just act normal. I mean, what is normal? Let me live my life, and you live your life. Are we not matching? That's cool, but just focus on your own. And I do what is good for me, and I do what I think that's good for me. And I focus on my own plan, my own missions, and I have people close to me who can tell me what I can and can do, but in the end I'm the one who have to do it. So people wanted to make fun of me as well behind the back because I did things, or I am just being myself, but that's cool. And I will remember it, and I remember it still, but I mean, look at where I am now and look at where they are. I can only laugh at it and say that I did the right thing at those times. And the roads toward it was not always easy, it was difficult as well, but the picture in my mind always kept being clear. I think football is not only a talent game. I would say 70% of it is mentally. You've got to see your destination. You've got to see where you want to go. And I mean, with your destination, it's your destination. It's not somebody else's opinion about your destination. You can come as far as you want, and that's not only in football. I mean, that's in any job. You just see yourself being at the top, or being at yourself where you want to be, and you go and grind as hard as you can to come there. And I mean, it's not always working out, I know that, and you need luck, you need somebody who supports you in there. But if you have that one, and if you have that mindset, I mean, even in the end, if you don't achieve what you really want to achieve, you are still more close than where you ever was. So, I mean, see that picture in your head, and see and tell yourself what you want to do and what you want to be later. And that's what I was doing as a kid always. I just saw myself being a professional football player, and that was the only goal I had, and that's the only mission I had for myself to achieve. And now I am it. I am a professional football player, and now I want to be the most successful football player as I can be. And that never stops. I mean, I'm never successful enough. I'm never good enough. It never stops, but you have to have a mission in your head where you want to go, and don't stop until you get there. I've been through hell myself, and being alone for 4 years, being unhappy with myself. Didn't have a girlfriend next to me. She was still in Holland. She was still working on herself, her own job. Alone, no family, just moving countries all the time. Fake friends who will watch you nothing. Coaches who didn't talk to me, who let me sit on the stands. Didn't play for many games in a row or months in a row. I mean, those things are not easy, and it wasn't easy at all at those times. And I had moments that I didn't even have money left for groceries, or that I had to go to training with the bus. I mean, come on, you're a professional football player and you go to the bus with trainings. I mean, it was hard, but I had to go through it. I had to, because I know stop is no option. Bills coming in the end of the month, and I couldn't even pay them. I've been without a club because I broke the contract, because I wasn't happy. I wasn't feeling the vibe as a football player where I was. Coming home, I was not happy with myself. I was just not being happy to be a football player at those times. And I mean, that's hard. You're alone, you don't have family near you to speak about it, or people who support you. You just had to do everything alone at those times. And of course I could call them, of course they could fly over sometimes, but I mean, everybody is busy with their own lives, and I was doing something that in my mind I had to be successful for, and it wasn't working, and those things makes you stronger, I mean, and it makes me a lot stronger. I mean, that's why I'm the person I am today. I've been without the club, been without salaries, I had to struggle for my own rent to pay, I had to go to trials, different trials for different clubs. I had to pay my own trials, and people think that the life I live now just came to me. It's not like that. I gave everything up to come here, and I make a lot of sacrifices to come here. And I'm not satisfied yet. Never, I think, that I'm satisfied with where I am. But of course, I'm happy where I am now. And things worked out after a long road and after a long struggle. But for me, that's just a sweet beginning of realizing my dreams. For me, I feel really blessed now. I'm healthy. I have a beautiful wife who moved to the other side of the world to be with me. I have fantastic friends, a fantastic family who support me daily. And to be honest, the thing where I'm the most happy and blessed about is that I found inner peace with myself. And if you found inner peace yourself, you know what I'm talking about. It's just that I'm happy with myself as a person because of all the things where I've been through and with all the things that I've witnessed myself. And now I know what is important in life, and that makes you feel good beside of what you are doing in your life for job, or how successful you are, or beside that, it's just about that you're happy with yourself as a person, who you are. And I'm going to bed now and I wake up with a smile. That and being healthy is everything for me. The rest is just passion, dreams and desire, where we were grinding for every day to achieve them. I mean, successful is what we all want to be in the end.